over the years when you watch her on TV and games like, man, that's who I want to play for. I mean, she gets into the players. She has your back with the refs, and like,
Right.
I don't see any other coach like that.
Right. I think, like I said again, the compassion that she has and the passion she has behind the game, that's somebody I want to play for. And I know that she has my back and I have hers.
Would you have come to LSU if she hadn't been here?
I feel like they was definitely on the list as well.
But when she came here, you were like, okay, did they go to the top of the list when she came here?
They probably boosted up a few spots because I feel like a lot of people want to play for Coach Mulkey. She's done this before. She's been through the ropes and everything and can teach the game and what it is to get to the next level.
You're a freshman coming in off of this program, winning a national championship.
Right.
How do you not allow the pressure, and I hate that word, but the pressure of continuing to have this program at the top?
Right.
Like, how do you not allow that to kind of bog you guys down?
I think being where we are right now, staying in our 2 feet and where we are right now and focusing on that in the future, game by game, play by play, practice by practice, and just locking in on that.
Obviously, in high school, you have a lot of freedom, even, whatever, All-Star games and
Right.
whatnot. On a team with this much talent, how have you kind of taken to adjusting, finding your role so far?
I think just being everything that I need to do, whether that's rebounding, whether that's playing defense, just finding little things that I could do to stay on the floor.
Once you got into a practice with Coach Mulkey, and I've seen her practice before.
Right.
When she says something, sometimes it's really sarcastic and really gets into you. Is that something that was hard to get used to, where like the first time in practice she said that, where you're like, oh my gosh, she just said that to somebody? I mean, how is that?
No, like I said, on my visits, I saw it pretty much, so I came in here ready for it.
You saw it in practice? You came to visit practices?
Yes, Coach Mulkey is the same everywhere. That's something I really love about her. She doesn't change for anybody, so I came in here looking forward to it.
Mikaylah, you're obviously on the national scene for many years. Did it seem like this day would never get here for you? Or
Sometimes I would say something like that, yes, but at the same time, this is something I've dreamed of as well, so I'm just living out my dream.
is it what you expected?
Yes, it is, and a little bit more.
Is the practices been what you thought, or you handle them okay?
Yeah, I think I'm handling them pretty well. I'm getting better and better by the day.
What was it like when they won the national title? Were you like, damn, I'm joining the national championship team? Like, it just like you saw this ball to keep getting more momentum last year.
Right.
And what's your thoughts as the tournament went on? Like, well, that's one more step.
Hey, I was super excited. I was there. When I watched it, it was chills going down my body to know that I'm coming in next year and we can do the same thing again, hopefully.
Where do you feel like your game has improved? I know you've only been on campus a couple months,
Right.
but what aspects of your game has improved?
I think being here, they've grown my mental aspect of the game and staying in shape and conditioning. That's the biggest thing in my game right now. So I think they've grown that and they just continue to raise my IQ as well.
So
We asked Haley, sorry, Mike.
Go ahead.
We asked Haley about your potential and your future. She says you have a very bright future. What's it going to take for things to transpire the way you want to?
Right. I think just being an open book and learning from everybody and all the vets like Haley and Angel and even Flage. So learning from them, learning the ropes, and just taking that in and putting it out on the court.
You can play 3 positions. What is the position that you're likely to be seen at the most minutes?
Whatever position is best for us to win the
You
game.
don't have a feel for it, like what you're starting to see where you're most likely to spend most of your time yet?
Most likely on the wing, but I can play anywhere for Coach Mulkey. I'll do my job as far as that.
The best thing about Haley is what?
She's an amazing teammate. She's a great leader. She works so hard, and that's just something I want to be when I get older or right now.
It seems like she also brings a kind of, I guess, chip attitude this team kind of has, kind of fits perfectly.
Right. She does fit in perfectly. She works hard. She's fiery, so that's something I like. She kind of reminds me of Coach Mulkey.
Is there like a rating of fiery on this team? Like is Angel the most? I mean,
It depends on the day. Everybody has it.
And is it necessarily that the most vocal ones are the most fiery, or maybe the shy ones are just as fiery? They're just not vocal about it.
Yeah, everybody's fiery. Everybody's the same. Some people just show it differently.
Where do you rank on that scale? You seem a little too laid back.
No, I feel like on the court, I'm a whole different person. Basketball just brings out the competitiveness out of me. So on the court, I'm a whole different person. Off the court, I'm laid
Is there a
back.
tell when you've had enough, or like when you're most fired up? Is there a tell, like is there a facial expression, or what
You'll
is it?
hear me.
You hear you?
You'll hear me.
Obviously, Kim has a history of playing freshmen. Hey, you come in, you're good enough to play. I'm gonna put
Right,
you on the
of
floor.
course.
Is that also something that you were very drawn to as she and her staff were recruiting you? That hey, if I go in there and I work my tail off, I can get on the floor.
I feel like I knew what I was coming into with all the talent around. And with this team, the starting five doesn't really matter. So I was just coming in here to make an impact and get back to the national championship.
Are scrimmages like a lot of talking going on in between teams that's competitive and fire? There's a lot of talking back and forth?
There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. And then at the end of the game, when everything's said and done, we high-five each other and go back to being friends again.
But it is like, that appeal to you, like, that's basketball. That's how I like to play. I mean, like,
Right, of course.
it's like, I'm going to let you know about it, you're going to let me know about it, we'll see what happens.
I love competitive people. They continue to push each other. We continue to push each other each practice and get better, which will lead us to getting back to that national championship stage.
How did the international stuff, the competition this year for you in the summer, how did that kind of, something different for you? How did you like that?
3-on-3, I loved it. That was my third time being there. So I just love stepping out of 5-on-5 and doing something different, experiencing different cultures and even playing with younger people and sharing the game with them as well. So I love being over there.
You know, Mikaylah, when Kim got hired, people immediately started focusing on recruiting and the future recruiting classes.
Right.
Everybody goes to Hoop Girls, sees you either 1 or number 2 in the country at that time, several years ago. And a lot of people thought this program, once she gets here, they'll win a title. So they're ahead of schedule.
Right.
But do you find that, you know, whether you were coming here or not at that point, they had to recruit you, but is there less pressure on you because you're not in that Simone Augustus role, or a program that kind of been fighting a bit?
Right.
But now there's a star-studded cast. Do you think there's less pressure on you than there could have been?
Right. I feel like there's pressure everywhere, pressure on all college teams just to win and win and win. But I feel like coming in and everybody accepting me and my role and what I can do here, I don't feel like there's any pressure. I think we work together and work hard and get back to that stage again.
Real quick on recruiting. Did Ole Miss finish second for you?
They were pretty high on the list. They were second, yes.
They were 2nd? Yeah, I thought so. Well, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Looking forward to
Appreciate it.
All right.